With the AI, in the next 18 to 24 months, you'll see everything that you know as it exists today to be different. And if the youth is not equipped with it properly, you'll be left behind.
Why does our youth always see success across the borders? Why does everyone want to leave Pakistan and go?
I think because success there is rewarded by work, hard work. When we make a product, if I'm going to make this coffee mug again, am I going to sell it in Pakistan and be happy? Or do I say, I make this product to go all over the world? China looked at the American market to go after.
The business skills are within us, or this is something that we need to acquire?
I think the risk-taking part has got to be in you. If you want to become a millionaire in 10 years, pick up the Wall Street Journal, read one article every day only in the front page, and then write a narrative on it. Just do that for 365 days. You'll know what's going on in the world. Then your mind will be driven to solutions to those problems.
Today we are bringing an exciting episode of Empty Out Loud, जहां बस बात कर दो. We really need to understand where our youth is heading, the dividend that we are going to be getting in terms of the youth. We are also worried, where will they be in the next 20-30 years? The startups have taken a completely different shape. With AI all over the place, we need to understand, act, and act quickly. Today we have with us Zain Jeewanjee, an entrepreneur and a philanthropist living in the US for over 40 years. He comes back to Pakistan giving to the youth, startups, and empowerment through education. He is a patriotic Pakistani, and we are so happy to be talking to you, Zain.
Pleasure being here.
Zain, what is happening to our youth today?
I think what is more than what is happening is what can they do to make happen, I think, in the globe today. We have a phenomenal size, a number of 130 million, some say 140 million youth, which is an asset that many countries don't have. We may have coal, we may have gas, but we have youth to back it up. And this could be dangerous for the country, and it could be powerful. It could be an asset or a liability. If they're not educated and if they're not thinking straight, you got a headache of 130, 140 million under the age of 30, half a nation. Or you have a potential bonanza if we can do that. I think the youth today have a lot of challenges. It is not going to be easy, yet it's very easy. With the AI, in the next 18 to 24 months, you'll see everything that you know as it exists today to be different. Everything. The way we eat, the way we walk, the way we sleep will be different. And if the youth is not equipped with it properly, you'll be left behind. It's going to be a lot tougher to get jobs, a lot easier to build companies, but who's going to build it? So I'm excited. I think Pakistan's got it going for it. Is it a coincidence that we discover coal and all these resources right at the time that AI is discovered, and we have 130 million force, an army, pun intended, ready to take over the world?
You became an entrepreneur at the age of 16. How would you do it differently if you were to go back?
I think I'm writing a book. It's called I Get Everything in Life 2 days before I need it. I really am a very fortunate individual. And I think with me, it's not, I've never had a chance to think about it. It just happened. So in 1971, I was a student at Karachi Grammar School in Karachi, doing studies, a good student. And all of a sudden, we had East Pakistan broke away, became Bangladesh. My grandfather at that time, Mr. Nuruddin Tapal, was supporting the family with resources from both countries, and one part was gone. I was left with the challenge to continue going abroad for education at daddy's expense, or do I start a little boutique? So I had a Levi's jacket with me. A friend wanted a copy of it. In about 3 months, we had manufactured the first denim jacket in Pakistan in 1971. And we did a catwalk show, the first for men's catwalk in the history of Pakistan in 1971, February. There used to be a nightclub called Samar in Metropole, and we did it there with the band playing. I think the band's name was In Crowd or something. Played there, and we became a hit. So I didn't want to become an entrepreneur. I just became an entrepreneur, circumstances wise.
So you think that the business skills are within us, or this is something that we need to acquire?
Well, business skills in entrepreneurship I think the risk-taking part has got to be in you. You've got to have the urge and the drive. I often say, one of my lines I speak at a lot of podiums about is, and I'll tell your youth, chase the finish line, not the cup. Don't go after the prize. Itna paisa banaunga, I'll make so much money, I'll become so wealthy. That's not what your goal is. You should say, like Steve Jobs did, or Amazon, Jeff Bezos did, I want to make the world's best product. Because when that's your chase, you'll be more successful, or you'll keep pivoting. You don't have to stay focused on. And I think the youth in Pakistan, they tend to chase the cup, not the finish line. So chase your goal, objective. If you do that, paisa to aa hi jayega.
What are your endeavors in Pakistan? How do you see you can actually contribute? Because your career has spanned over 40 years and you bring so much experience and valuable experience from another country, such as the US. How do you feel that you can contribute more?
There's a lot more, and a lot more that all of, especially expats, people who become successful abroad can come back and do to Pakistan. The area that you can only focus on so much, Pakistan has so many issues from every angle. It's like we've got a war front, the army's in the middle, and they're being attacked from every angle, every country across the border. So it's tough. We picked one area, which is education, and I'm focusing on empowerment of women, because I think women, first of all, 51% of the population is women. Women are a little smarter than men, we've found in Pakistan. They're just smarter. And they're more intellect, and they're also a little more loyal when coming to work for you. So we've focused on women, empowering them. Education-wise, and we've done some things in education. We had the privilege of endowing the first chair on humanities in the history of Pakistan at Habib University. We did that about 2 years ago. We're now facilitating IBA. My foundation is on bringing the design school from Stanford at IBA. I've been on and off of the Friends of Lums USA for over the last 22 years with Sayyid Babar Ali Saab, who, by the way, is the gem of this country, one of the finest this country has ever produced, Babar Saab. My throat always chokes when his name comes up. I'm so mesmerized by Babar Saab. If we had, all we needed is a few more Babar Saab, and this country would be fabulous. And then I'm also working with NUST, trying to work with NUST and other educational centers. But what I do want to do is employ women to work remotely for U.S. companies. My goal is to get, if I could, 100,000 women to work remotely for U.S. companies.
But there are so many challenges in Pakistan. I mean, recently we saw that there was a lot of disruption of internet. And in some places, we still don't have adequate internet facilities and connectivity. So how would you actually ensure that their services will not be uninterrupted and they will be able to deliver?
Look, I can't ensure it. And there's no way we'll ever get into the thickets of whoever runs different institutes and different organizations. They're making the effort to. But the challenges are great. Infrastructure challenge, financial challenge, IMF loan challenge. You've got so many problems. And then you haven't got a team that's got the best bat, the best bowler, and the best wicketkeeper, the best fielder. Kabhi fielder kharab hota hai, to the bowler is good, the batsman's good, the fielder is bad. The country's destroyed. But the youth has got to say, nobody's going to help me. I'll have to do it. And whatever the challenge is, struggle through it. You go on your mission and dream and do it.
Have you seen any impact as yet when it comes to women's empowerment through your programs and your initiatives?
Too early to really make a major impact, but I'll tell you what, we have hired women in Pakistan that are working for us, and they're phenomenally better. Results are better than what we had seen with men, because men are always looking for opportunities and jumping on and doing different things. Women are actually more gained towards working loyally and helping and learning more, which I strongly suggest the youth in Pakistan to think about. When you're working on Fiverr or Odesk, remotely doing some service work, and you work for 3, 4 companies, try to work for one company and grow yourself. So what you do is you don't work for completion, you work for excellence. So if I'm going to make this mug, I make it, and when it's completely ban gaya, I go, abhi main khush nahi hu, isko aur acha karo. Let's make it a little better. That thought process is a little lacking in our youth. We're shortcomings and we're jogaros. We just chalega to chala do. That needs to stop. The world is going to be very competitive. You can't be second class anymore.
The world was, I think, always very competitive, but somehow we valued, I think, excellence much more. I was watching this wonderful documentary where they had interviewed all the Chinese potters, and the artisans or the masters said that before, whenever we made a piece of pottery and it didn't come up to their standards, they would just break it. They would not sell it. But now I think everything comes to the market, and somehow we are used to getting the, as you said, the jugaad. We want to do just the middle work, not the full work.
I want the youth to think about 2 things. Challenges, you said, circumstances. I'll tell you the challenges I've had on both my entrepreneurship time. I've done it 3, 4 times. I've gone up, come down, and gone up again. And every time it's not been easy. My second quest was when I moved to the US. It was very difficult the first couple of years, and I went through some tragedies. But I'll tell you what, have you ever drank Rooh Afza?
Yes.
Every Pakistani has.
Yes.
That product sells all over the world. I have a lot of respect for the Hamdarat family. I really do. They're an amazing family. They do a phenomenal work in charity. But God damn it, it's been 70 years, change the bottle cap. 70 years. You haven't improved the product's bottle cap. I don't know one person who hasn't tried to cut the knife and cut his finger on the bottle cap, right? Innovation. Why are we happy with the status quo? It get better. Iqbal keh raha hai ki khuda tujhse puche teri raza kya hai? 70 or 80 years, I think the rules has been there. The bottle cap still cannot be opened. Think about it. If you look at the depth, this means a lot about Pakistan. And you go to store to store, product to product, and you see the same thing. They don't improve. Chal raha hai, bik raha hai, log khareed rahe hain.
Absolutely right. And I think we see that even with some of the medicines, the pharmaceutical companies have also not made an effort to introduce, as you said, the bottle caps. So Pakistani industry seems to lack innovation. Why is that so? Why can't we go beyond the fans and the surgical instruments? Why can't we go beyond to
Look,
that?
you've got 240 million population, or 250, and there may be another 50 million undocumented there too. When we make a product, if I'm going to make this coffee mug again, am I going to sell it in Pakistan and be happy? Or do I say, I need this product to go all over the world? China looked at the American market to go after. I want the youth to understand this numbers I'm going to throw. The economy of US is 24 trillion economy. 24 trillion. The next is China, which is, I think, 15 or 14 trillion. The third country is Japan, which is 4.75 trillion. 24 trillion and 4.5 trillion or 4.7 trillion. If you're going to sell a product, who do you want to sell it to? Why do you sell it to Pakistan? In Pakistan, the guy's going to complain. He's not going to pay you sometimes on time. Doesn't have enough money to spend on the... But if you make an excellent product, make it to the standard, then it'll compete with the U.S. The U.S. will buy from you now. Bar it, you got Donald Trump right now who's going to put tariffs on you and all that stuff. I think Pakistan should do zero tariffs to Pakistan. Say, we'll import everything from the U.S. and so you can get the exports. We've got an edge right now. And this tariff war, we've already gained. Because in Vietnam and Bangladesh, they put higher tariffs than us. That means our products have now become cheaper. Now, Mr. Textile Mill Manufacturer, don't go to the government of Pakistan and say, ye kam kare, tax kam kare. Make your product more expensive. Make it better. Who cares? Pay your stuff, the dues down there. Don't worry. Don't ask for handouts. Take the difficult problems you have. I'll tell you what, when I went to the US, 79 I got married. 1980, my first child was born in Karachi. I was running a fantastic boutique, business was good, and my daughter died. 5 months later, my mother died. 8 months later, my father dies. Another 9 months later, my third child is born, and the doctor says he's sick. And so I'm only 23 years old. I fly them all the way to USA for medical treatment, and he dies there. In 28 months, I've lost my mother, my father, my son, my daughter. I'm in the US, and I'm rubbing gas station mein bathrooms ho raha hu. In the night, graveyard. In the morning, I'm doing odd jobs, 14 hours a day. That's what made me. I didn't look for handouts in somebody कि कोई मुझे अमेरिका में पैसे देगा, somebody will help me out. Nobody's out there to help you. You can do it yourself. And there are people like that, in Pakistan that have done it. The youth has to buy into that. Forget any handouts. Forget you'll get internet. The internet will be down. Figure it out.
Why does our youth always see success across the borders? Why does everyone want to leave Pakistan and go? I mean, you also went abroad, but you went under different circumstances. And yes, as you say, you worked very hard, and our youth finds out later on what do they have to do in another country which they're not ready to do in this country. So what is it that defines success there?
I think because success there is rewarded by work, hard work. There's no magic to success. It takes a lot of hard work. There's no luck involved. There's no certain. You have to work hard. And knowledge. Knowledge is very critical. And I think, the first word that we're taught is Iqra, right? The very first word is Iqra, read. The knowledge base of currently of Pakistani students that are graduating is the lowest of all the employees we have across the globe. So if I were to ask them who's the president of the United States, a very low percentage would be able to tell me. If I ask them common questions that are, who's the founder of Apple computers, few people will be able to take Steve Jobs' name. There's something lacking of general knowledge. And that is to read. If the youth can do one thing, and everybody that's watching in the youth, if you want to become a millionaire in 10 years, in whatever capacity, you want to do one thing. And I would tell this to all the females around. Pick up the Wall Street Journal, read one article every day only in the front page, and then write a narrative on it. Just do that for 365 days. And I'll offer this. Everybody that does that for 365 days, come back to me. I'll fund you on a company if you want to open one. Because what will happen is you'll have knowledge of the world. You'll know what's going on in the world. Then your mind will be driven to solutions to those problems. Right now, all you read about is, chaotic mess. Even the news media. So read, please read. The youth should read.
What do you think about the fact that the youth now wants the information really fast, quick, and short? What you're saying is a lot of hard work and a long-term strategy, which most youth just cannot do it because they don't have the discipline to do it.
No, you already have it, right? So you tell your ChatGPT every morning, please read the Wall Street article, anything that I don't know. So now your ChatGPT already knows what your knowledge base is. Say, read to me one article only from the front page ChatGPT every morning at 7 o'clock. And the other thing is Fajr. I don't know what religion anybody believes in, and that's free to them. But if you're not going to do Fajr, then do yoga in the morning. Don't get up at 9 o'clock because you were 2 o'clock at a kebab tikka place. End your day early and get up early, stretch yourself, get your body muscles loosened up. And that's what Fajr namaz is. That's all it is. Stretches you, you kneel down, you do squats every morning, and you start your day. We don't do that. So if the youth picks these things up, discipline, reading is going to be a lot easier now. ChatGPT बोलेगा Wall Street का निकाल दो. You don't even have to buy the paper or read it. It'll take out, this is the favorite article that you would find interesting, but you don't know about. and we read it back to you. So it's a lot easier, I think, to get knowledge now.
Do you think the use of ChatGPT can benefit the humanity?
It's going to be dangerous because, remember, what is ChatGPT? And I'll segue into Urdu and English in this because I want the audience to capture this. मेरे एक खालू हैं, उनका नाम है यूसुफ ज़ुमकावाला. When I was small, when we went to the US, any question we would ask him, he would know the answer. And he truly is an encyclopedia of knowledge. And we used to make fun. ये तो सब पता है इनको. So ChatGPT, all it is a human that has absorbed knowledge of whatever it has. But remember, it does not make decisions. It will start making them. And Eric Schmidt said something on that, the Google, Google CEO. So what we have to do is understand that the knowledge it has received is what it will decimate. अगर आपको कहा है 1965 की जंग हम जीते थे और इंडिया में जो बैठा है उसको कहा कि हम 1965 की जंग जीते थे, तो मैं जब पढ़ाऊंगा मेरे को कोई पूछेगा कि जंग कौन जीतेगा तो मैं कहूँगा पाकिस्तान. इंडियन को कोई पूछेगा क्या इंडिया, क्योंकि उसको पढ़ाया गया है. तो चैट जीपीटी को जिसने फीड किया है वो है. तो you have to be careful. So that's a dangerous part of ChatGPT. The other thing is they're finding the LLMs and machines actually repairing themselves and adjusting things. So they'll start making decisions, right? So that's the scary part of that. But you will need humans that'll do it. So I'm optimistic. You know, when the wheel came in, when the internet came in, remember that year 2000, you're too young, but I remember in 2000, we thought the world will end. In fact, my wife went to Umrah in Ramzan. It was in December that time. मैंने कहा world end हो रही तो हम खाना काबा के अंदर होंगे. So really, we are ashraful makhluqat. We are the finest of God's creation. We'll live through this.
One quote you live by the day.
Do one good each day for someone that can do nothing for you in return.
So no expectations.
Yeah, you just help anyone that can't do anything for you. Help all kinds. You just don't help go and help this guy because he'll do you a favor. Just help. Be a giver. If you become a giver, your life will just dramatically change. When I'm looking at you and you're looking at me, you're seeing some books behind my back. And I'm just seeing a blank wall. So I must appreciate that when I'm having a conversation with you, to look at life with your perspective. We're in the same time capsule, same age, time, everything scientifically, yet you're seeing something totally different than what I'm seeing. So when we have a conflict, I must look at your side of the story.
So there are challenges for youth at every level. And the challenges are such that they're very potent. I mean, they can hinder us emotionally, they can hinder us in our success, they can hinder us as better human beings. What are 3 things that you would actually give, in terms of advice to the youth to be able to counter that?
First, before I do anything at all, I want to humbly apologize to the youth because I've given them a country that's disgraceful. My generation has destroyed this country. In the 70s, we were powering up. We took it in our hands and we destroyed this country. We destroyed you by inculcating your thoughts of our intentions into your brain. So पहले तो मुझे माफ़ कीजिएगा. मैं माफ़ी मांगता हूँ इस यूथ से. लेकिन फिर मैं आपसे इल्तिजा भी करता हूँ कि please help me now. Because as I retire, I want to be comfortable in this country. So I have given you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has just given you resources, reserves, coal and gas and these things, minerals that the world wants. With AI coming out, its timing is perfect. Because AI will need data warehouses. They'll need power. They'll need the coal. So you have the gold. You have what the world needed oil. In the 70s, they now need coal. You've got it. Let's play it well. Don't go after greed. Go after doing right and make it so you got it. But you'll have to work hard. Keep in your mind that it's not going to be easy. Think you are in the times that Quaid-e-Azam was, that Iqbal was before partition. Think that you're in a Pakistan of 1940. And you got to struggle because the British doesn't give a damn crap about you. And they didn't. Right? So the same way, the country's going to do nothing. You, the youth, have to come up. And you got to struggle. Make sure these resources are exploited and you become a nation that the world will seek after. And you are the youth. और उनको भी बच्चे नहीं हैं. उनके पास है ही नहीं. वो सब बुढ़े हो रहे हैं. China, America, India has it, by the way. India, same thing. They've got 300 million youth. 400 million. So I think we've got fantastic opportunity for the youth.
Thank you so much, Zain, for talking to us. This was a very exciting episode. I really enjoyed our conversation, and there were some important points that we can take back from here. How the youth can actually surface again. Besides the challenges, there are certain opportunities available, certain resources that we have just discovered in Pakistan. And yes, AI is with us. So let's hope for the best.